Hello, welcome again to Lessons for Life. In today's video, I want to build upon something that I spoke about in a recent video, which was about how to change yourself for the better. And in that video, I conveyed to you that the thing that you need to change is your perception. Yes, meaningful change can only begin from within, and that thing that we need to change is our perception. But what is perception? That is the question that I will answer in today's video. And once we know what is perception, then we can explore further as to what are some key perceptions which, when we change only one or two of them, will bring about a great impact in our bottom line. When I say bottom line, I mean all the 8 key results areas of our lives. Yeah. So what is perception? Perception is a filter that helps us choose a response. And when we say response, it could be choosing our thoughts, choosing our emotions, choosing our actions or words to an experience. This experience could be an experience that comes about as a result of interacting with the world around us. An experience like when you see someone, you rely on your perception to make a quick decision as to whether do I act in a warm and friendly manner to this person? Do I just make a brief and fleeting eye contact, exchange a smile and look away? Okay, these are experiences, events in which we need to make a quick decision. And we rely on our perception to do this. So what is perception? Before I actually break it down into its denominations, let me give you a few examples in which we rely on our perception to choose a response really quickly. It could be a small decision or it could be a major decision, right? For example, let us say that somebody approaches us with a seemingly valuable service at a good price, and we really need that service. So we rely on our perception to decide as to explore this opportunity further or to discard it. To draw upon a recent example, I really needed some help with cleaning services for my house. I came across this ad and I responded by sending a WhatsApp message to this person. And at that moment, when the person immediately asked for some very private information like my house address to determine the price at which I could get that service, I became very worried. So it was my perception that helped me make that quick decision. A perception helps us keep ourselves safe from further danger in choosing the right response to keep ourselves safe from a danger. And another example could be a perception about an illness. If we are told that we have an illness and a doctor says you need a very expensive and invasive procedure immediately, we rely on our perception to make a quick decision there. So, for example, when I was in such a situation, my perception was one where I believed, while I do respect doctors, their experience and education, but I had a perception that doctors need to let me participate in the decision of choosing the right treatment or procedure to help me recover. If doctor said, we've got this, just keep quiet and accept what we are advising you to undergo, then I would feel worried. I think as a patient, I need to have some information to understand what I am subjecting myself to, because while doctors are very knowledgeable and experienced, only I know the true extent of my symptoms, my history, what was triggered. So I am very particular that doctors should also listen to my entire story. This is my perception. So this will guide me to make a decision as to whether I accept doctor's advice wholesale, or I need doctors to think more about it, or doctors to help me and guide me to think. Yeah, so this is my perception. So we have perceptions about everything, but some perceptions are useful in the sense that they are overarching perceptions that govern every decision. Yeah, so one such perception is our perception about God. Yeah, we will talk about perception about God in another video, but for today, let us understand what is perception. Perception is essentially a filter. It is non-tangible, a non-tangible filter. It is a process through which we can respond or decide and choose our response really quickly in automatic mode. Yeah, so we know we have automatic responses and thought about responses, but perceptions are the filters that we build based on our previous experiences, our emotions, and also our values. Yeah, values are a type of beliefs, so value types of beliefs and other beliefs. Yeah, all of these experiences, previous experiences, combined and culminated into what is called a perception. So it's a filter. So the moment a response comes in, we filter the response through a mechanism called perception, which we have built from previous experiences, and use it to inform our current decision, especially when we need to make a quick decision. And it is important to re-examine our existing perceptions, because not all perceptions are empowering. Some may be limiting us. For example, if we have had very bad experiences in the family front or in other social settings like workplace with narcissistic individuals, or individuals with other disorders, psychological disorders, borderline disorders perhaps, who subjected us to very difficult social environments, then we tend to err on the side of caution, and as a result become too cautious and distrusting. Yeah, so these are perceptions that we need to change, where we need to develop alternative perceptions that serve us, because when we are too distrusting, what will happen is we are not able even to explore opportunities that could bring about results in some areas of life, like finances or relationships, or even rest and recreation. We might be so distrusting of people that we say no to every invitation just to have a little bit of fun, for example. Yeah, so it is important to re-examine our perceptions and rebuild new perceptions to replace existing ones that don't serve us, that don't work in our favor. And so in order to work on these perceptions, we need to examine our beliefs, especially our values. And a good way of examining our beliefs, which are our values, because perceptions are actually fed by value types of beliefs. The best way to examine our beliefs, our values, are by working on discovering universal principles that govern life. And this is where exploring our perception about God, our faith in God, spiritual perceptions are very, very powerful to bring about the best possible results in the 8 key results areas of life, or 8 pillars, as I have mentioned in other videos. In a future video, we will explore, or I will share with you a perception that I have reconstructed with regard to my relationship and faith in God, my relationship with God and my faith in God, which is now my de facto perception, spiritual perception, if you will. So if you like this video, please look out for another video in this channel. I have one video coming up, at least one video coming up every week. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. See you again real soon.